little quiet here.
Okay,
Good evening, YouTube.
Wow, dude, like, come on, man.
I was waiting to see what you were going to do, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jump in here and do it.
Like, I don't have to do it all the time. A prize in every egg. Yeah. Woo. So
well, you have no idea with this one clutch.
Oh, yeah. First clutch is going to be a little scary. So, again, on the agenda tonight, as you guys can see, there's a nice Irish whiskey here. Yes, I put this in the freezer. It's been up here for about 30 minutes, so it's cooled slightly. But you guys seen this before. This one is aged in port barrels, sherry barrels, bourbon barrels, and then it is put into a double charred oak barrel. For a $27 bottle of whiskey, I love this. I think this is twice the whiskey as Jameson. I know I'll catch crap for that, but it is what it is. And then Matt's drinking a cider.
That stuff's great on a warm day.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. So, that's on the drink menu.
Mason's drinking some Crown.
Oh, nice. That's a good choice.
And Mason is also recording his first YouTube video on his next clutch.
When is that?
Yeah, keep us in the loop. We definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, definitely let me know, man. You're here all the time. I want to jump over and support you some, too. And see what you got going. What's the pairing that you're going to be cutting?
Some stuff floating around.
And those floaters, that's pretty normal when you get into some craft stuff.
Welcome, Lou.
Just some of that, is that Lou Balls?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Lou Balls? Let me back that up for you.
Juan Hernandez, welcome.
You get a little floaters in there sometimes with some craft stuff. So those are the two drinks. This is the Irish whiskey that I'm drinking. This is Hot Penny. This is relatively new to the market. It's a pretty new Irish whiskey as far as that goes.
And I'm drinking Down East double unfiltered, double blend
cider.
Unfiltered cider.
Yeah, so Down East is a local cidery. They are here in the state of Connecticut. So for all those gluten-free people, cheers. Cheers. And Matt is running the camera. Not just staring at my fat gut.
Well, nothing compared to, look at the last video and see my big old gut.
Yeah. So Mason brought it up in the messages below. If you have not followed Balls, the number 2, the letter U, Gavin is an amazing dude. I spent a fair bit of time with him at Tinley 2 years ago. The guy is awesome. I love that dude. He did an egg cutting with a clown clutch most recently. It is totally bonkers. The crap, I can't even remember all the genes at play, but it's like this super OD, something het clown male to a clown female, and then surprisingly also had enchi, and the animals are just ridiculous. There's several animals in there that are just mind-blowing. So, not right now, because you're here, but after this one, if you got time, definitely pop over to Gavin's channel, check that video out. Holy cow, there's some smoke shows in that video for sure. Crazy stuff.
Ball Brothers was like, if you guys keep talking about it, I'm going to go watch it now.
yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm good with promoting other people too, because this will be recorded. You'll be able to come back to me and watch it later, so that's fine.
Mrs. is on.
Hey, Mama, what's going on? All the way in Hawaii again.
And Pack Pythons was like, y'all actually going to drink them beers tonight or just milk them? Well, he's not drinking beer.
And I'm not chugging this stuff. That's for sure. I would not be able to cut the eggs later. That's for sure.
Welcome, Matt Goff. Welcome.
Yeah, so we've got a couple clutches that have come out of the egg. And if Matt levels out the camera, yeah, okay. We'll take a look at least the first one. So the first clutch that we're going to look at is the Cine to Cine clutch. The male, I keep umming. I don't know why I'm umming. Anyway, the male was a cinnamon enchi pastel that was proven last season. The female, this was her first year. She was a pastel cinnamon Enchi yellow belly. And from what I can tell, that's all proven out except for the Enchi on both sides. So I know that the dad has proven, but the mom really hasn't proven for the Enchi piece.
And they're also possets, right?
And they're also, both of them were 66% het ghosts. So we're going to look at that clutch. The sad news with that clutch is I hit 3 super cinnies. Really sad, right? One of them didn't make it. It came about 2/3 out of the egg. I had checked on it in the tub, in the incubator, waiting for it to come out, going to work. And when I got home to pull the tub out, to take it out, make sure it was good, it was dead. That animal was fully developed. It did have a couple kinks at the lower quarter of the tail area, toward the end of the body. That in and of itself shouldn't have affected the animal. This particular tub for incubation did have a couple 1/8-inch holes on either end. So there should have been plenty of room for air to go in, for it to breathe. So it definitely didn't suffocate. Sometimes it just happens. And when you work cine to cine, they can tend to kink a lot and have a lot of issues. So usually if they're good, they're good. And if they're bad, they're going to go bad. This clutch was incubated at a lower temperature. And they seem to have done really well, and it's just this one egg. So instead of having 6 animals to show you, we're going to have 5. So I'm going to grab those.
You can go and grab those. I'll just read off comments as you're getting those. Mason's pairing that he's going to YouTube is a Hypo OD Super Pastel Het Pied to a Het Pied. Hypo.
Oh, Hypo OD. Say it again.
Hypo OD Super Pastel Het Pied to a Het Pied. So pied.
Wow.
Pastel OD hypos.
Yeah, that's a great first clutch, bro. Good for you for having some fortitude and building a first clutch that's not like pastel to yellow belly or pastel to pastel.
Welcome Doc's Deep South Constrictors. Welcome Falcons. Welcome Ballers.
What's up, Dave?
Welcome Melina.
Hey, Melina, what's going on?
Welcome Bronx.
Bronx, what's going on? So, this clutch is out of the egg. They haven't shed yet, so they're going to be a little, kind of dingy or whatever.
Leon wants to know if we're going to break last record and go over 2 hours.
Yeah, no. Definitely not during the week.
Yeah, no.
Where do I start? I'll start with this one. So,
so we have a correction to this. Is it this? No, it wasn't this clutch. No. It's the other clutch.
No.
Maybe you bring those up?
We could. So this animal here, this is a pastel Enchi cinnamon. So as far as the allelic properties of cinnamon and Enchi, to the best that I can tell, it has played nice in the sandbox. And I either have cinnamon Enchis or super cinnamons in this clutch. There is one animal, well, I guess possibly 2 animals you could question, but one of them has definitely been made before. The other one I don't think has, but you can't really tell. So it won't know till I breed her. But this one here is definitely a pastel cinnamon Enchi, pretty classic. I've made several of these. Good looking animal. And then I haven't really sexed all these.
That's a boy.
That's a male. You can see that right there. See that?
Yep.
That's a male.
Dan says, Dan's on. Welcome, Dan. I have a Sin Enchi clutch cooking. See if it's 3 for 3 this season.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So this one, genetically, as far as I can tell, is the same thing. So pastel, cinnamon, and Enchi. I'll bring this other one back. If Matt backs up a little bit, you'll get a little bit better perspective of these. This one is definitely lighter, more blushing, more ghost-like. So this one is possible ghost. We'll have to see what happens. I don't know if you can tell, but the oranges aren't quite the same. It's a little less here. Yeah, so slight differences. So possible ghost on this one.
Oh, no worries, Dan. Totally understand.
And that's a female, so that will probably stay here to prove her out. And then kind of moving up the chain. I like this animal. This animal looks really, really good.
Look at all that orange.
Yeah. Not crazy orange, but really decent. This is a cinnamon Enchi yellow belly. And here's the yellow belly for you guys. Just all that craziness going on in the belly there. Yeah. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
And as this thing sheds, it hasn't shed yet. All this blushing is all orange. So this animal will be amazing once it sheds.
Freaking slow as all get out.
And that's a boy there.
Boop.
And if the hypo ends up proving in this, I mean, these will be 66s, otherwise possets. Yeah, first animal out of the egg was this magnificent creature right here. So this is a pastel super cinnamon, possible yellow belly. Again, if Enchi and cinnamon is allelic, with 2 doses of cinnamon, there is no way there's Enchi in here. However, we would have to breed it to prove it out. I don't plan on keeping this animal. Lots of cool speckling going on here. Pretty neat little head. Lots of blushing.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it's another boy.
That's a boy there. Good looking animal.
Thanks, guys. Getting a bunch of flames.
Yeah. And then here's like stupidity.
What?
How do you get a white snake with cinnamon to cinnamon?
I know. Maybe.
Maybe being the key word. So, minimally, this is a super pastel, super cinnamon magic. Yeah. Little of that sprinkle dust. You know, I can bend my arm a certain way and sprinkle it down. Anyway, minimally, this is a super pastel, super cinnamon, possible yellow belly, possible ghost, which would be Crazy Train.
And this one's a girl.
And yeah, this is a female. This one is definitely staying here from all of these. Where are you going? Lord.
Getting out of Dodge.
Yeah, he's out of here. So,
look at
like
this.
almost no color, couple speckles. You guys are seeing kind of like a whitish gray. My eyes, this is like a lavender pink, and with just some gray speckling and this little bit of gray on the head.
Matt, sprinkle the magic.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of pretty cool little tail there, a little speckling going on.
Welcome, Ball Pythons 9. Welcome, Joseph.
And again,
Hey, girly.
nice little
Woo!
squirty. Nice little female there for you. Just craziness. So super pastel, super Enchi. Rewind. Super pastel, super cinnamon, possible ghost, possible yellow belly. Only because I can't really see much,
if anything,
else
Yeah.
with that craziness.
Docs Deep did hashtag sprinkle the magic.
Squirt the magic, baby.
Yeah, that was kind of. You almost got the lens.
Yeah, I'm good like that. Wipe it all off.
So now
We
the
can kind of go in order-ish.
order-ish for what?
Ish.
We just have one other clutch to look at, right?
So the other clutch that's come out is the Enchi Albino to Resurrection.
Oh, yeah, those guys. Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
So they're starting to shed. I still got a couple that are shedding. And this is at least an Enchi. Possible Resurrection. It looks kind of really different under all these crazy lights. We were looking at this compared to an Enchi possible resurrection pos het pied, and there was some distinct differences under normal lighting, but with actual really good lighting under here, this looks really different than a lot of Enchis that I've seen anyway. And it could be because it's only had one shed. Lots of really good, like peach pink colors there. Looks really good. This is a boy. So minimally, this is an Enchi 100% het for albino. Possible resurrection.
Yeah, Dave said with that last clutch, what if the other parent had yellow bell, like a low expression yellow belly, and you hit like a super cine ivory?
Well, it's possible because Dad had it in the pairing, but that would mean Mom and Dad would be the same, and they don't look anything alike.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll go through these, and then I'll bring the two adults out for that.
Mason, I'm still confused on the white snake. Please explain. All right, so a super cinnamon is typically a silver snake. And then you get super pastel, which usually lightens and clears.
This here is 2 doses of cinnamon. Yep. So this is a cinnamon see if I can get complex. And this little bit of white on the back of the head here comes in from the pastel. So this is pretty sure this is a pastel super cinnamon. Now also in the mix is yellow belly and ghost. Doesn't look like a ghost is in here. The yellow belly is near impossible to tell on super cinis. You would only have to breed it to find out. So yellow belly could be in there, but you just can't see it. So when we bring out the AKA white snake, which it's not really all white, it's definitely not a leucistic.
It's a light gray.
It's a gray. It's like a gray pink. If you look at the head there, there's definitely eye stripes. You can see that right there. It looks pretty good. And then the left side of the head is a little darker than the right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of odd. But a couple speckles. So this is definitely a super cinnamon to blank it out because it's similar.
Yep. And then the super pastel is just white.
Which is just washing out all this gray. And then yellow belly could be adding to this, or ghost, or both. Ghost tends to really blush things out. So this could really be a super pastel, super cinnamon ghost animal. But we won't know for sure until she sheds for a second time and I can really inspect the shed, or she breeds and we really see what comes out of her.
Right. Yeah, like Dan had mentioned, with Ghost, you get a clear shed. There won't be any pattern in the shed.
Correct. So, second animal from that albino, that Enchi albino to resurrection clutch, is this one here. This is pretty much a normal. Nothing crazy going on here. It's a female.
Ball pythons 9 just realized the other day the bananas shed their spots. I think their spots are in the...
Those spots are in the sheds? Yeah. So, nice little female het albino. She'll be available.
Yeah, the other... So, like, cinnamon to cinnamon, you get like a suit... Like, you get a silvery looking snake. Black pastel to black pastel, you'll get a black snake or kind of a brownish black snake, depending on the quality of black pastel.
So, again, another normal here. This one has some pretty odd linking of the alien heads, which is not like common with normals. Couple here. And I think after this sheds a couple more times,
yeah, bronze for sure.
This may end up being a resurrection animal. So again, odd donut up top, some dots on the spine, just some different kind of stuff going on. Again, more dots up by the head that you don't usually see with just a straight normal. And just a totally whacked out belly. So, again, this is a gene that we produced 1 clutch last year, which is really not enough to say you have under your belt. We have probably 4 or 5 clutches this year. So hopefully we'll produce enough stuff and get enough visual representations of this gene to where we can really get a handle on what it does with other stuff and really learn to identify it, because there's not been a lot done with it.
To answer your question, Vic, the black light works good with certain pattern types with
White snakes.
with white snakes. Pack, yes, the last pairing parents did both have a possible chance of ghost. They were 66ers, so we were trying to prove that out. And then LKB was asking what codom would you want to have in the collection that you don't currently have?
So I think we were asked this last video, and
yeah, they said non-recessive.
Yeah, non-recessive. I had said Hurricane, because that was kind of really popular right now.
Mine was Razor.
Yeah, Matt's was Razor. The other thing that I also like is like the acid confusion stuff. That's pretty cool. I don't know. It's tough. It'd be hard to really pinpoint something. So here we have another normal 100% het for albino. Some pretty unique pinching up near the head here. Again, more donuts, more double spots on the spine. Just a really cool looking animal. I again feel this might be a resurrection based on what I can see, and I do have a couple
examples.
Yeah, normal, like just single gene animals to look at. But this looks good, and obviously he's in the middle of a shed.
Yep. Yeah, black light works well with ivory stuff. We've done that with.
And this here is an Enchi, minimally an Enchi, and I think this may also be the resurrection Enchi. The cleanliness underneath, even this skin that hasn't shed, is crazy. Just looks really good for a typical Enchi.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. It's got a shed and come out, and we'll take a look at it and see what's going on. But that's just a really good looking Enchi, if anything. And this is a girl.
They were calling it the Resurrenchi.
Resurrenchi. I like it. The Resurrenchi.
Yeah, 8-ball is not a super cine, and 8-ball is a super an 8-ball is a black pastel and a cinnamon.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to cut. You guys ready to cut?
Yeah, right, Dan. Bells also you can do the black light with also.
Yeah. Any of the white snakes, and depending on what's in the mix, it may help you. I do have a Super Mojave, and she's at least pinstripe. I really kind of think, based on her black lighting, that she's probably a super pin. I do have a super pin that proved out, and the amount of pattern that's on the super pin is almost non-existent.
Welcome, Steph.
So when I black lighted the Super Mojave, which is an all-white snake, and she has no gray on her head at all, like she's as white could be, I'd pull her out and show you, but she is completely pink right now, so she doesn't even look her normal self. So she's so in shed. But it's really hard to get a decent pattern on her. So I think she's going to end up being it'd be crazy too, like Super Mojave Super Pin. She is breeding to a puzzle this year, and we have a couple locks on there, so that's exciting. And if she proves out, then we'll have a whole clutch of jigsaw het puzzles, which is nutso. If you've seen the Mojave puzzles, woo doggy, here they come.
Yes, Ball Pythons 9, definitely a big shout out to Sistema. Their tubs are great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he says everyone else is slow to the egg tub game.
Yeah, well, you know what? The other game is cheap.
Yeah.
So you can buy the you know, the $1.54, the $1.98 tubs at Home Depot or Walmart or whatever, and you can use those. You can, you know, you buy rolls and rolls of the press and seal, and do all that stuff. I like having a tub, one that is food grade, two that can either be 100% airtight with a gasket, or I can pop holes in the end so that it has some air exchange. I can wash it, reuse it over and over and over and over and over again.
And not have to keep buying rolls of...
Right. It's just something else I don't have to put on the shelf and take
Yep.
up space. So, I mean, you got to store all your tubs in your bins. It works.
Dan was like, wink, wink, I need my tub back.
Yeah, I got it. It's not been used. Tucked in the corner. I'm going to bring it Saturday when we come to your place.
But Ball Pythons 9 said that he switched over to them last year after seeing that we were using them.
Oh, nice. And has he completed any incubation with them at this point?
He says sometimes he pops the gasket out for an extra little
Cleaning.
air. A little air.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good idea. So once you cut them, because like I don't do this, but once you cut them and put them back in the tub, back in the incubator, when you're waiting for them to come out of the egg, it's probably a good idea to pull the gasket when you put them back in the incubator so that there is some air exchange and it's not a tight seal. That's probably not a bad idea unless you've got little holes on the on either end.
Yeah. He says yes, 2 clutches, and then he's got 3 cooking. He found, that's actually where we get ours too. Container Store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love them. They're fantastic. We have 3 sizes. We have the 7,
which is
this one. Which this thing is monster.
As you can see, very few eggs.
Yeah, so there's like 6 eggs, and there's like a ton of space in there. This would be for really like a 10 or 12 egg clutch. And again, changing size of tubs in your incubator is not just to fit more in, but the more airflow around the tubs that you can get is going to be a more consistent temperature inside the tubs. So they're going to incubate better, more consistent, they're going to pip on time, all that kind of stuff. So again, this is probably way too big for these 6 eggs. But when I pulled and put these in, I didn't have the next size, which is the 5 liter.
To answer your question, Ball Pythons Boulevard, we get them from
Container Store.
ContainerStore.com.
Yeah. This is a 5 liter. And you can see there's some craziness going on in there.
This is what we meant by interesting clutch.
Very interesting clutch. You can show them. I posted a video on some very insanely strange eggs that we pulled. These were the 4. They were crazy whacked coming when I pulled them. I don't know why. They were really weird. And then we've been talking about egg issues and stuff on the past couple of videos. And
yes, 2 clutches today.
Yeah, 2 clutches today. And you can see here that I didn't really mess with these. They're either going to go or they're not going to go. This is definitely 100% a non-good egg. I checked this about 2 weeks into incubation, and it was really bad. This one didn't look too bad, but when feeling it today, it really, I don't feel a snake in there. It feels kind of gooey, so I think that one's also bad. But I definitely feel eggs in these 2.
You mean snakes?
Huh?
Snakes, you mean?
Snakes in the eggs, yeah, whatever. I definitely feel the snakes in these 2. So I think these 2 will be good. These 2 won't be. But you can see there's a ton of mold on here. And it hopped off a little bit over here. I don't know if Matt can get over the top. So it hopped off a little. But like it really didn't impact these eggs at all. So I've done nothing with these. The question we had a couple weeks ago that we integrated into last week's video was like, what do you do with problem eggs? Me, unless it's really infecting the whole clutch, I do nothing. And again, you can see the mold and such didn't really jump off onto here. And we'll cut this just so you can see it. But there's no snake in there based on feeling it. And I think I got 2 over here. This clutch is a unfortunately, a very exciting clutch, or at least it would have been for me. This is a Mackenzie Fire to a Resurrection female, and it was her first year. Obviously, 4 whacked eggs.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck, Falcon. Falcon's got his first clutch with the Sistema. You'll let us know how it goes, or do 731.
Nice. Yeah, Sistemas, man. Personally, they're going to cost you a little bit more in the long run. But like we're just budgeting it into the I don't know, to the everyday deal, and that's just what we're going to be using going forward. They're lower in height, so like I can double stack them. If I had to pack, you know, as much as I could into the incubator, I could put 40 of these guys in our incubator. Which is a big, it's pretty impressive for the most part. So, I don't know. We'll see, but we haven't gotten that far yet.
The smaller one is currently in the incubator.
Yeah, the little one. So this I can tell is rock solid. There's no gel in here. It doesn't even smell. There's no juice. You can see that. There's nothing in there. That's garbage.
The blue towels is kind of an OR thing. That's why we got so many of them. We both work in the OR.
Yeah,
so.
We're both OR circulators, and these are readily used in every OR case for wiping stuff up, bordering stuff off. They come sterile. By the time I get them home, they're not sterile anymore, but it's something nice kind of to use. I don't know, it feels a little weird. It feels a little jello-y, but it also feels gooey. I don't think we're going to find anything good in here. Oh.
Maybe.
We do.
There is a tiny, itty-bitty
wow,
little
that
snake.
thing is micro. That is a micro animal. I don't know if that will even come out. That may be like, dude, what is that, like 10 grams?
You know, there's miracles. It could possibly happen.
Holy crap. So again, Mackenzie.
Face mask and trade for blue towels.
Mackenzie Fire
to
Resurrection. I don't see Mackenzie. I really don't see Fire. It looks like a pastel. And it's definitely not Resurrection. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is this. And again, with so much yolk in the bottom that's rock solid, it's got to be done. My guess is...
Is it alive? Yep, it's alive. It's moving.
I don't know if it's moving.
I thought I saw it move.
If it was, it ain't now.
Nope, it's dead.
No, it's not. It's not moving.
Yeah, that one's...
Yeah, that one's not moving. So what looks like what happened with this one is obviously it's micro small. You can still see it's attached there.
Yep. It just couldn't get any more nutrients from the...
Yeah, for whatever reason, something happened with the yolk, and it couldn't grow anymore, and it basically, I guess it starved to death at some point. Yeah, that friggin' sucks. But it doesn't look anything like what it should, and most of that is probably because of...
It couldn't develop.
It couldn't develop. Now, both of these eggs, I can feel decent-sized snakes in, so hopefully these are good.
We can get the cut. There we go. That one looks like Mackenzie.
This one looks like Ghost.
That one's also got a bunch.
Again, the same thing going on here, where a cool animal
did not make it.
Is not moving. Yeah, this animal is also dead.
And that was almost like Mackenzie.
I don't know. I don't know what this is, to be honest. It almost looks like super inchy when you look at its head. Yeah, that really stinks.
Not literally stinks. It.
No, yeah, it doesn't smell, but I mean, it looks really cool.
Well, hopefully.
This one's got a hard bottom as well. This will be the same thing. So again, these came out of the egg really weird, And this one's a little more developed.
And also not. Or is it moving?
Oh, this one feels alive.
Looks
All
like
right,
it's
so
moving.
this one I think is still alive, and you can still, compared to the other one, see some good amniotic fluid there.
And some veins. There's veins in this one.
Yeah, but I don't see Mackenzie. Again, I don't see, well, maybe some fire. It's definitely, you can
it's
see it
moving.
responding there. So this animal is alive, so that's good news. We'll put that back in to see if it actually comes out and will eat. But sometimes these clutches just happen, you know what I mean? This was her first year.
Yeah, very, very true, Dan. You know, with doing the live video, you get to see the good and the bad, you know.
And normally I probably wouldn't have, like if I was recording this would be a video I would chuck and you would never see it. But we decided this year that we were going to do like every single video live.
Yep.
Regardless of what the outcome was. So it looks like I have a little micro animal here that the colors won't really represent and be accurate. I don't even know if it'll make it, to be honest, but
you know, fingers crossed that it does. And
yeah, the container's open. It has a fighting chance. We'll see what happens. Wow, that really blows. I thought I had two goods, and I think I have a half good one.
Do you think it's a genetic defect or
No,
an incubation issue?
I don't.
It wasn't incubation or genetic. It was the girl's first year. Probably just not.
And she was old enough just to wait. But when you push 3 years and you're just
Barely
to
wait.
You hit that 1,200 gram, and you're like, well, yeah, I know she should be like 15 or more, and you pair them to kind of like. So a lot of people will talk about pairing them to kind of spur them on to eat. That was this situation. Like she was kind of small for what she was, and she was paired to kind of spur her on. Well, she took. And a lot of times they'll tell you like, well, if they're going to go, they're going to go, and that's what happens. Well, this is also what happens is sometimes you don't get a good clutch the first go around.
Yeah, you don't have a 100% pass rate.
That's true. This clutch, however,
these eggs
look fantastic.
Beautiful.
They should be, collapsed like this. This is an amazing 6-egg clutch, and this is a Butter Extreme to a GHI Leopard at right now Posset Pied, but he has every indicator. He has tracks, tail stripes, and a little pop of color. So he should prove out Heifer Pied, which we just got a clutch from our Ivory Het Pied with the same male. So we should definitely prove out the Pied with that clutch. But this one will be some cool stuff. I've never seen an Extreme Gene Leopard or an Extreme Gene GHI.
So even the combination of well, we have a GHI Leopard, so we know what that looks like. So if it looks different than that,
yeah. So we have both. We have the GHI Leopard and we have the Butter Extreme.
Yep.
It's just putting Extreme into Leopard into GHI that we're uncertain of. So hopefully this will prove that out for us, and we'll get some crazy stuff.
Last little beer, cheers.
So better than the last one. Man, that sucks because. Like this snake, had it been full size,
would it look cool?
Is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks ghost, and I don't know I've seen a pattern like that ever. But man,
yeah, like you said, you win.
I could have cut that 3 weeks ago, and it wouldn't have saved that animal.
No, like we said, you win some, you lose some. And as Mason says, you got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, and those are pretty ugly.
Yeah. So this is where the good comes in.
Yeah, these are all going to be good eggs. So this is going to be good stuff. I am super excited about this. All right.
On a positive note, she should be better off next breeding season. Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. She's already eaten like a champ and pounding food, so she'll look really good.
Yeah, so she should have a lot more weight on her this go around.
Yeah. Pull these. Get that all ready. All right. Anybody got a choice? Who?
Well,
hold on.
We got to number them.
I'm gonna number him. I'm gonna number him right now.
One through six, guys.
1 through 6. Let's see what you got.
I need a wet erase. Thank you.
What do you want to see?
Really, Dan? Middle?
Well, there is no middle. Yeah, Dan, there is no middle. It's 3 or 4. The middle is 3.5, and there is no 3.5.
Really, Dan? 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 6. All right, so you chose
Like
2 first.
The whole
So
clutch. That's the whole, you just chose almost the whole clutch, minus 1.
Dan, just go to bed.
Or have another drink. I like have another drink. To a crazy clutch right here. There should be hopefully some awesome stuff in here. I know the like the butter lesser leopard stuff is pretty killer. Those look really good. And if I can add extreme into that or add the GHI into that, like holy cow, that'll just be nutso. You know what I mean? So I'm super excited about that for sure. Why do you keep repeating numbers?
I'm writing what everybody's.
Why didn't you just write like 1 through 6 and then just put a hash?
Whatever.
By. Okay, whatever. Just saying, that's a little more complicated.
All right, I think we're there. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can go 2 or 3.
All right, you want to show this? So when a clutch is ready to go, again, a lot of people have talked about this. They come out really adhered. So if you get them early, so within the first couple hours or so, it's not that big a deal. But if you work like we do, most of our girls lay clutches in the morning. So I come up and I'll check on them in the morning, and they'll be actively laying eggs. I go to work for 8 hours and I come back and they're well more than done. And most eggs are really stuck together, which is why we use these grids, why we use the systemas, because I'm not gonna pull them apart. If I did this full time and I could be up here in the morning and
checking it all the time.
Yep, and I could pull the clutches right when they're laid, they come apart super easy, no problem. But incubation, when they're really good and done, oh look at that.
Just pull right apart.
I don't even need 2 fingers. Oh, they just pop apart. Super easy. So we're going to do number 2.
Leon, between butter and lesser...
Same thing.
Yeah, you may get a slight color difference, maybe?
There's no color difference. There's no difference with butter and lesser. Now, some of these... So, with butter and lesser, I agree. Same thing, 100%. Ghost, hypo, same thing, 100%. Calico and sugar? Oh,
a little bit different.
Know. I'm on the fence. I think they're compatible. However, the sugars tend to be a little more high white. They tend to produce a little bit more orange. The calicos tend to be like a lower white and a little color in a lot of the calicos single genes that I've seen. So, I don't know. It's an opinion of what you want to work with. For me, I went the sugar route just because of the more orange and the higher whites, that kind of thing. Lesser butter, it really doesn't matter. Hypo ghost, it really doesn't matter. So it really depends on what you can research as far as the expression of the genes of that particular gene in that animal. What is that in my drink?
Bug.
Nope. It's like well, there it goes.
Some
Looks
egg
like
parts.
A piece of egg. Oh, that tasted good. It's not in there anymore. All right.
A little extra protein.
Here we go. First egg tonight
is going to be a normal.
A normal. Dang gummit.
Well, that wasn't what we were shooting for.
Yeah, no, definitely not what I expected. That will be for sale if anybody's interested.
All right.
Who picked number 2?
A bunch of people. 3 people. Let's
One,
see.
2.
Let's see.
Good Lord, y'all.
Titan.
All right, nobody.
Dan.
Yeah, nobody picked number 1. I'm going with number 1. Let's just be a normal 2. Nobody picked. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is a normal.
Ballers. I picked 3.14.
Definitely not normal. That's good.
That is a lesser
GHI. Yep. That's all right. That's good. And if this male proves out pied, this is Posset pied. So lesser GHI. Nice little animal.
Nice, nice.
Happy, happy. It's better than the last one.
Do 6.
So who is 6? Nobody else picked 6.
Well, only one person picked 6. So let's do 6.
Who picked 6?
That was Kevin Costa.
All right, Kevin. Here we go. Here's your egg, buddy.
That's my my lucky number.
6?
Yep.
Oh.
Same as Falcon's Lofts. It's his lucky number too.
Mine is 7, but I don't got one of those. Oh.
My lucky number.
I like this number.
Booyah.
Leopard. I honestly, I think, I don't know about extreme, but I think that's a leopard lesser GHI right there, baby. Woo, that's a killer animal.
Look at that pattern.
That's crazy. And the color is super, super chocolate from, yeah, here you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks
Like
good.
crazy chocolate looking animal. Wow. Yeah, that's insane. And like if that ends up being extreme, oh my goodness.
Good pick, Kevin.
Yeah, I like number 6. Is there another number 6 up there I can cut?
I know, right? Let's see. 4 was only picked once.
4? All right, we'll go with 4. Going backwards. That's too funny. All right, we're going to bless number 4.
Yep, we're gonna get a little
Bless.
we're gonna have a drunk
This
snake.
snake will be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Leopard?
Leopard extreme.
Extreme, yeah. Leopard extreme. Super bright.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, leopard extreme.
I was thinking maybe GHI, but
Although, yeah. We have one of those.
maybe an extreme GHI.
Maybe. No, it's all leopard for sure. But there's definitely some.
I'll have to see that one out of the egg. See
Yeah,
what that looks like.
that may be a leopard GHI extreme. This is definitely like extreme for sure, 100%.
Yep.
So leopard extreme for sure.
But then you kind of get that
this thing.
the grainy looking.
Well, yeah, but
with
this
the GHI.
split alien head is throwing me.
Yeah.
And like they're just not normal shaped at all, even like down there.
Right. Which could be the GHI.
Yeah, so that may very well be a leopard GHI extreme that's kind of foobarring on that whole thing. All right, 2 and 5.
We got 2 and 5. So Dan.
Only 2 5s. How many 2s?
Well, Dan picked 2, so let's save that one for last.
Oh, that's no, I'm going over Dan's place this weekend. I can't do that. So you guys that are following here, definitely dial in. I'm not going to do a post like I normally do, but I will be at Monroe Morph's place this weekend, and we'll probably do a quick live segment and let you guys take a look at some of the clutches he's getting and some of the eggs. Not eggs, but the snakes that have hatched so far, that kind of stuff, and take a look at what he's got going on over there. So it'll be a nice little treat to see another facility that's live. And I'll say I only show a certain side of my facility. His place is definitely a lot nicer than mine. Oh, here we go.
Now that's
at least a leopard lesser right there.
That's a It's got GA.
Yeah, that's leopard lesser all the way.
Yeah.
This is going to have to come out of the egg to see if it has any extreme in it. I'm definitely not feeling any GHI. I know Matt wanted to say it off the bat because of its color, but this is pretty classic for lesser GHI stuff. Extreme is really slight and gives you color amps. And again, I haven't produced this animal ever before, so it'll take a minute to really figure out what is going on with it as far as other colors and variations, that kind of thing, to see if we actually have a lesser leopard extreme, but definitely a leopard lesser.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, definitely good. Came back from that really horrible clutch in the beginning, which I kind of could tell from
the way they looked.
Yeah, they just didn't look good. I wanted to cut them earlier. I was almost going to take them out of this video, but again, we had a little conversation about just kind of doing everything live for everybody to see the real time, highs and lows with this, and that just, I'm sorry, it just sucks balls, but whatever.
No pun intended.
Yeah, every pun intended.
All right, whole deal.
Anybody want to guess what's in this egg? I'll put it back down.
I'm going whole deal.
You're going the whole deal. So you think this is a GHI lesser leopard extreme?
Yes.
Whew.
We got a leopard GHI.
Okay.
Chicken. We got a lesser GHI leopard. Clown Station is saying whole deal.
Nice. That's what I want.
Extreme GHI.
Dude, that would be cool. Like, so again, I don't know if the GHI extremes have been done. I've never seen one. I would love, 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 love to hit a GHI extreme gene.
We got another hole. Right, Leon? Only if that was in the pairing. He's a puzzle leopard GHI lesser.
Desert ghost clown pied
tri-stripe.
Tri-stripe.
Welcome, Lucas Landon.
What's up, Kai? What's going on, man? We're cutting a bunch of
Melina's tarantula.
A what?
A tarantula.
A tarantula. That would be the most expensive tarantula on the planet right there, because it came from 2-ball pythons.
Right.
So, Kai, I know like you've had a couple things this season that have not gone great.
Here's some nastiness.
So I had a. Did we toss an egg?
No, you got him sitting over there all by himself.
Yeah, so this clutch was a Fire McKenzie to a resurrection gene. So this top secret gene that I'm working with that we'll probably reveal
soon.
Relatively soon. I knew this egg was bad. This egg I could feel snake. This one I could feel snake.
That one
This one was like just like so much yolk, completely dead in the egg. Really no reason why. Mom is a first-year mom. Dad has proven viable clutches previously. This animal, if it could have made it, would have been ridiculously insane. I mean, that head alone would have been nuts. But that did not make it either.
Yep.
That's a dead egg. And then egg number 4 is actually alive. Again, it's hard to, you can kind of see some reaction there. But none of these 2 eggs.
Ooh, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that, Titan. He got 2 with shark mouths and 2 that died on his first clutch this year.
Yeah, that blows. Like, these two don't look like anything that is known in the clutch. So I don't really expect this one to come out normal at all. So this could, if it makes it, if it's alive, could be a complete anomaly. But I don't know. Part of it looks ghost, part of it looks normal, looks like crazy, like a super enchy kind of super pastel thing. I don't know. There's a ton of yolk still left in here, and these guys are full term. They're nowhere near early. I don't expect this one to make it out of the egg, even as it is. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Stay positive. Gotta hope that give it a chance.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll provide the same care that we always do. So it'll go in the incubator, and hopefully it'll continue to develop and come out. But the egg yolk underneath it is pretty solid. I don't expect it's going to be able to get anything out of that egg yolk. And its size, I really don't see it making it out of the egg. But it kind of sucks, because it would have been a really cool clutch had everything gone normal. But yeah, we'll do what we can do. But whatever. We got one more egg to cut from this clutch.
We got mostly whole deals.
Yeah. This clutch was all really good.
Oh, for our votes.
Wow, the banger.
Yeah, the whole banger.
Going banger. The last one was pretty good, and I doused it with a little bit of alcohol. Gave it a little sip before we got going.
Dave was asking if we can add water. There's still liquid in there. I don't know if adding water is really going to help.
I could add a little bit. I think it's more of a yolk issue.
Yeah.
The yolk on these other 2 that are already dead in the egg really dried up quick. So I don't know. It just may be a thing where I can't put that male to that female again. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I've never had this happen on any other clutch before, and this is what, our 4th breeding year, 5th breeding year. So most of the time you're pretty good. Once in a while, what do they say? Crap happens.
You get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah. We got kicked in the nuts with an elephant.
Ooh. Things are pulverized, nothing left.
Okay. Woo! That's a leopard lesser. That's 100% leopard lesser. Look at that thing. Oh, that could be extreme gene too. Holy crap.
Yeah, because that pattern is way different than that other
animal is insane. That might even be GHI. So like similar animals, we're going to bring them over. I've not done this before. So similar animals in the clutch are these right here.
Yeah, sure does. Ball Python's 9. Definitely looks extreme.
Yeah. All the stripage.
So I think
holy crap.
We may have the whole deal here. It could be very possible for sure. So everybody that said whole deal, thanks for the
yeah, thanks for the encouragement. Like holy crap. Like what? I don't even know what that is. Like you can see the head. The head is even all blushed out.
Let me get over here.
I can't wait for that snake to come out of the egg. That one's staying here.
Oh, for sure.
Anybody want to buy some snakes? You can buy all the other ones. I mean, but even still, like this, like dark projects.
That's good.
That may be GHI, leopard. I don't know if that's lesser.
Lesser leopard does the striping. Don't think that may the others are lesser.
GHI leopard extreme. That'd be the whole deal.
Yeah, somebody's saying
I have no idea.
Somebody's saying GHI on the left.
Who's left? This left?
Our left, or my left.
This one.
Yeah, because that's my left looking at the camera.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, but sometimes it goes inverted.
It is inverted.
Not for you to see, but for them to see.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so this one is GHI leopard lesser.
Someone was saying no lesser.
No,
but we have a GHI leopard, so
I disagree with that.
Yeah, because we have a GHI leopard, right?
This is GHI leopard. Now he's going into shed, but pattern and everything else is very different than there.
Maybe GHI leopard.
different than there, and way different than there.
Maybe GHI leopard extreme. Maybe
No, I think that's what this is.
that one here.
I think this is a GH. I think this is the whole deal. GHI, lesser leopard extreme.
A GHI leopard extreme.
Leopard lesser extreme. No, a GHI leopard extreme. And then a
GHI.
leopard lesser
GHI.
GHI. And again, it's all speculative.
Oh, well, we're getting some concurrence on the GHI leopard extreme in the middle.
Yep.
Concurrence on the GHI leopard lesser here.
Yep.
And this
And the
has
whole
definitely
deal?
got to be the whole deal here.
It's got to be. Because this could be a GHI leopard. Because if maybe
with the
that's just a
extreme.
GHI leopard or a leopard extreme.
Yep.
This was the lesser GHI, and this almost looks pastel. And
Which there's no pastel.
there's no pastel in the pairing. But so this would be a normal. Yep, that'd be a normal.
Yep. GHI lesser.
GHI lesser, it could be extreme, but that would be more of a pattern mutation. Leopard extreme, maybe just leopard extreme, and just some
Top row. We got
abnormalities going on there.
top row extreme. GHI lesser extreme. So, I gotta look at the top row extreme. GHI lesser, and extreme leopard.
Yeah.
That is what.
I
ball
well, I
pythons
don't know
are.
if this is extreme, but like it has the color ramp. It could be something. So very well be. I really need to see the tail section and all that. Agreed here, and then all four here for sure. Like holy crap! And then GHI leopard
extreme.
and then the leopard
GHI lesser.
GHI. Yeah,
Lesser.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused now.
Yeah, that's what we said. We said GHI leopard lesser, GHI leopard extreme, everything.
That's a holdback.
Oh, for sure.
Wow. I don't even know what to say after that.
Night, Dan. Thanks for
Thanks
hanging
for
out for a
calling
little
in,
bit.
buddy. We'll see you Saturday.
No, he will. I won't. I'll see you some other time.
I'll see you Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great clutch. When you can hit like, oh,
Yeah, well, Jim crushes it when it comes to the Kodam stuff.
yeah, incomplete stuff, like forget about it. No problem at all. Recessive?
Not so much.
It's changing though. It's definitely changing. Because I'm not playing with 50s anymore or 66s. I'm playing in hundreds.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it, but not tomorrow, buddy. I can't.
What's that?
Come over.
That sucks. That could have been a good time.
Too many things going on at home, if you know what I mean.
Dude, that snake is ridiculous. I just got. Never mind. That's just dumb. It's like the same crap. Like you can see it all the way over here.
Yeah.
Like it goes the whole body. If that snake comes out and the whole thing is like that,
It's like all striped.
dude, that's gonna be insane. Like Instagram is gonna know me. Sorry. Not that they don't already, but like.
What kind of
good
room
God.
thermostat do y'all use? We don't have a room
it's-
thermostat, actually.
it's all ambient. So, well, we can walk them around a little bit. So, so you see the racks. The racks that are behind me are always on. So we have the Spider Robotics stuff.
One there.
We keep
one
everything kind of set at 90, 91, and it runs the way it runs. The mail rack is over here. The whole wonky piece of crap. But again, it puts heat into the room.
We got these guys over here.
Two great new racks from Baller's Garage. If you guys are in the tri-state Northeast area, this is like the dude to get stuff from. These things work fantastic. 3/4 inch side panels and 1/2 inch in the middle. Like, this thing is rock solid. And we replaced our melamines, so you've probably not seen this before because we had kind of I want to say shabuncle. I'm making words up.
That's a heck of a word to throw out there.
Right? So we had like this, like we had the melamine, and then we had one of these, and like, so we finally got a second one. This is all in place. It just, you can pull things out with one finger and push them in with
Water
one
isn't
finger.
spilling all over the
I
place.
used to have to put feet up on here and like pull things out. It was crazy. So this has worked fantastic. Again, another Spider Robotics.
And it works great for the females because, like the other rack, it would freak them out because it was just making a bunch of noise, pulling them and out. Yeah.
And then over here is our hatchling rack, which this, again, is all made by Baller's Garage. Again, Northeast, got to do it. There's special grooves in the back for your heat probes, heat tape, like these things dial in really good. Herpstat 2 up here, running the whole thing.
And if you get
just fantastic rack systems.
And one thing that Ballers did too is those racks over there and these racks are the same height. So if you put them side by side, you get uniformity all the way across.
Yeah. And so like this works really good. These are 18 tall, 2 wide V18s. So 36 a rack. There's 5 of them. Like 180 tubs there. We have a couple melamines that are still
Our sticker wall.
Yep. So a couple melamines that are still available that we
This
have
one
to
here?
use, which will hold like 75 animals if we need to, but we're using them for storage. Yeah. I don't know. Works good.
Yep.
Love the racks. We were going somewhere with that though.
Room temperature probe. So we do have we have this to monitor. That's what we use to monitor.
Yeah. So this is a Wi-Fi unit. I can watch where we're at. I intentionally kind of leave this window open. I can bring a couple more of these over to here. We'll still have airflow in here if we need it. But airflow is no good without a big ass ceiling fan.
Wi-Fi?
So Wi-Fi switch control, so we control from our phones. I can. The downfall of this particular switch is it doesn't recognize outside temp. I have to watch the outside temp, and once it clicks 80, I have to kind of through the app remote in, turn it on. But I can do it at work. I can do it wherever, and then it controls this fan. There's a 3-speed fan. It'll go anywhere from 3,000 CFM up to like 6,500 CFM. And it blows all the air up into the attic and out the the eave exhaust. So all the air runs in through the window.
Yep, comes
which
this
kind
way.
of chokes it down a little bit. But on high speed, this thing just freaking cranks. So I can run easily at the temperature that's outside, maybe a couple degrees cooler. So in the Connecticut area, I mean, we might get some 90, 95 degrees days, but
Some
they only
100
last for
days.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's not that big a deal. So we run the flux with those 95 degree days, and then every other moment it's running. So once it hits like 75, 78 degrees, I'll kick that on at work, and then I'll have this window open, and it just kind of runs air. They get a good fresh air exchange, keeps the room kind of cool. Otherwise, if I had the door closed and the window closed, all the heat tape would kind of run this up, and it would literally be about 95, 96 degrees in here all the time, and you just can't work. I can't work in that.
Welcome, James. And then the other thing, too, I had a couple of small fans that I'm no longer using over in the rodent facility, so we're actually going to probably pop one up there. You know, maybe a couple over on those top racks just to kind of get a circular airflow in here, so that way it's, you
So
know,
they're kind of similar-ish to what Billy uses on the top of his. They're different shape. It's a totally different fan, but the concept will be the same. So right now we are pricing another 5040 as opposed to a 5048 from Ballers. So we would buy 48 tubs from ARS, and Ballers Garage would build us a rack that would hold 48 of them. So it would be 4 wide, relatively the same height, maybe a little bit taller, and it would be, instead of 10, it'd be 12 times 4. So we'll see. We're still pricing things out, see where we're going to line up. So that's a big possibility. It'll have casters. It'll move all the same as these. I don't know. We'll see when we get there and what happens. But so far, Ballers Garage has been fantastic, cost effective, and has worked very, very well. So, they're definitely going to get the first shout in your racks that we do before we go on to like a big money expenditure professional rack company. Yeah. And then we change some of our feeding carts, which we can go through later. But
yeah. Well,
I picked up a lot of lint.
Sure did.
Where did lint come from? It wasn't on there before, was it?
I didn't really pay attention to you that closely.
You don't check me out when you come over?
All right, so James, to catch you up means you showed up here in the last few minutes. Yeah. So,
You waiting for me, or are you gonna do it?
let's see. We're gonna start over here. So we think just a normal right here. So this pairing was a GHI leopard posset pied to a butter extreme. So we got a normal, possibly an extreme. We'll see once it comes out. This one was the, gosh, you moved everything around. I gotta remember.
Yeah.
Oh, this one over here was a GHI lesser. I remember this one. This one here, we were.
You remembered one out of the whole clutch.
I remember two. Normal,
Oh,
GHI
yeah, the
lesser.
normal and the GHI lesser.
And this one we were saying was. God, I don't remember what we said that one was.
Really? That's a normal?
No,
possible extreme.
That was a normal possible.
That's not a normal.
Oh, no,
That's
sorry.
a leopard.
Wrong one.
This
normal
is a
possible.
leopard extreme.
Leopard extreme. This is the.
Have another drink, Matthew.
We were saying GHI lesser extreme, right?
Okay.
Is that what we're possibly thinking?
Sure.
That one we said. God, I don't remember.
Dude, you fucking suck at this game.
Your pairing, not mine.
You were here as long as I was.
Well, I know this one we're thinking is everything.
So what is everything?
GHI leopard butter extreme.
Wow, very good.
Posset pied, if the dad proves out.
Yeah.
Extreme leopard. Lesser.
Not the whole four. It's not
No,
the
no,
same
no,
as the
no,
last one.
no. Extreme lesser leopard.
GHI.
Either.
That could be a leopard lesser extreme. Yeah.
And then that was the GHI lesser leopard.
Possibly. Yeah. Who knows?
We'll see what everything comes out of the egg.
I'll have to keep half the clutch back for, I don't know, 6-7 months to figure out what the hell what is.
Extreme would look good on mini.
Yeah, extreme, orange dream, maybe some fire.
Not happening, James. You're going to keep trying.
Oh, the extremes.
He's like, what's your resurrection gene? It's the resurrection gene. That's what it is.
Yep. That's the gene. Resurrection gene.
Kai's got an extreme and leopard cooking.
Ooh. That'll be cool. We can compare notes and see what's what.
Look back over all these guys again as Jim runs into our lights. Kai said yes, compare notes.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
It has officially, unofficially been renamed Resurrection.
Yeah, probably. I won't remember the name of the real gene by the time I get to it.
I've got nothing cooking because my lady burns all of them. Shh, don't tell her.
What?
Yeah, it was Lucas.
Burns
sorry,
what?
not Lucas. That was Leon.
That's not fun.
James is like, I know. I'm trying to get you guys to slip. It's ingrained to in our head, called resurrection.
Like I've been saying it for like what?
Forever.
It's like 2 or 3 years now. Like I even label my labels resurrection.
Yeah.
I don't even call them what it really is. I'm gonna have to go back and do some research to figure out what the gene really is. But wow, like I'm dude, this is like nuts. So
Yeah, but
man,
yeah, give these guys 3-4 days. They should be out of the egg.
whew, that's some fire there. And even this,
He's got me excited for this GHI leopard stuff.
I don't even know what this one's gonna go.
I got a the GHI leopard going to a black pastel pinstripe. So
Dude,
yeah,
that's nuts.
Joseph,
Look at that.
definitely bonkers.
How's that dorsal stripe just so clean? You know what? These are similar. Well, they're all similar because they all got this like crazy dorsal stripe that's just like almost perfect. I mean, granted, there's a break. But like, dang. That's a GHI. So there's definitely GHI in all of them. Because like this one too.
So to answer your question, Leon, next cut is going to be Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday this week.
It's going to be a GHI red stripe to a pastel clown.
Woo!
So some GHI, pastel GHI red stripe het clown stuff.
Oh my God. So Mama was a GHI red stripe in pastel clown. So I would love to just reproduce Mama and put some more of that on the shelf with het clown on it. Oh my God.
Dave is saying, what would be great with the entire clutch? Or, what would go nice with that clutch would be ivory acids.
Yeah, we talked about that already. So that'll happen as soon as you can get them up to size and breed them.
Yeah.
I've got cash waiting already.
Right.
And some of it's yours.
But yes. So after this cutting Thursday, our next cutting won't be for 2 weeks. So, but we have.
But we'll have some update videos to do that we will do
for
live.
sure in between. Yep.
I've actually started to. I was so excited just to do live egg cuttings that in the beginning I was just labeling all the videos live egg cutting 8 p.m. I shortly realized that I will never be able to go back to those videos and know what clutches they were
Right.
like down the road. So I've kind of like switched it around this year, or not this year, but like this clutch, and
But to get
kind of labeled the clutch pairings first, and then live videos. So at least it's in there, and we'll be able to tell like what's what, and go back and kind of identify it.
And to get you guys a little excited about what's going on, what the cuttings are in a couple weeks, it's going to be a reduced pattern jigsaw to an OD fire. Also an albino het try to a yellow belly het try. So hopefully yellow belly try het albinos.
So I swung and
missed on the last tries.
On the last one with the cine het try to the yellow belly het try. So hopefully this one will prove out for me, and we'll get some. You get some yellow belly tries that are het albino. Oh man, that would be awesome.
And the epic clutch of the season
For who?
for you.
Oh,
The
yeah.
epic clutch of the
Mini.
season is
Mini
going to be
berry.
mini. So a pastel,
Let's see if we can
leopard,
get it right.
Enchi, ivory, 66% het pied,
She'll prove.
to dad, which is a pastel, Enchi, leopard, yellow belly, het pied.
Oh, man.
So,
Super pastel, super enchy, super leopard, ivory pies. Oh, my. Any combination of those will be just dumb.
if Jim's recessive stuff needs to come in,
That's when
it needs to come in for this clutch. And actually the one before, the tri-stripe. So those two clutches, his
Yeah.
recessive really needs to come through
I just
for luck.
hit one tri-stripe. I'm happy just to prove them both out. I'm good.
But yeah, so that week's going to be really good. So
And that's when?
That's-
when is that cutting?
so
Is it like a Tuesday, Thursday thing again?
so we have a Thursday, which will be so we'll do two clutches that night. That's going to be the jigsaw and then the albino het try. And then 4 days later,
So, what? Go back.
Yep.
So what's the date of that?
that's June 25th. So that's a Thursday.
That's a Thursday.
Yep. And then the following Monday is going to be mini.
Wow.
Right?
Some power clutches there.
Yep. Sorry. Tuesday. Following Tuesday
Is mini.
is mini.
That's an oh.
Woo!
Oh man. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I definitely stepped up the tri-stripe game. Not playing with head-to-head anymore. I picked up.
And you would have
Oh,
saw it
man.
in the 2-hour live feed we did last week too.
Yeah, at the very
end
of the 2-hour live feed. I picked up a tri-stripe 66 het albino from Rich Macias. So Rich, I grabbed a couple years ago this albino het tri female.
Prove, baby, prove.
That's exactly right. So if the yellow belly het tri from Sean Bradley proves to this Rich Macias animal,
Aminal.
oh, aminal. This aminal is going to be really crazy. It's going to be a stupid animal because a yellow belly tri-stripe that's het for albino.
And then you throw that back at, if it's a girl, you throw that back at the tri-stripe
Asphalt?
66.
Oh no, we send that back to the asphalt. I could send it back to the 66 and make yellow belly tri-stripe albinos and then maybe put that back.
So James is,
to
I
the
used
asphalt.
all my mojo when I called how many puzzles you would hit. Well,
Well, that's yet to be seen. We'll see.
yeah, we have not. I've gotten a lock with the pastel hat puzzle.
You've gotten a couple.
Well,
on both.
way back, which
Oh,
didn't.
Well, if they can retain from a year, they can hold on.
But in the last month, I got to the het puzzle. I had the pastel het puzzle lock with her, and I got the pastel het puzzle to lock with the pastel lesser het puzzle. The banana orange dream het puzzle, he is yet to show any mojo. Maybe with one of the girls that I possibly paired him to before that's not het puzzle, but I think I used all of his mojo for her.
But
Unfortunately.
again, when you drop 3,500,
Yeah, he needs to do some business.
he gotta get to work.
So,
And kind of similar, I have
the blade.
a blade clown het lav posset pied that just won't, like, he's been spread around to like 4 or 5 girls, and he's big. Where is he?
He's down
He's big. He's right here.
in there. Yeah, because you got him in there with the leopard laugh.
Like, this dude is huge.
He wants
He's huge.
nothing to do with it.
Nobody. I don't even know. He's so big. I don't even know if I can pop him. Yeah, look at how purple. Look at how purple.
Yep.
He is ready to go. Nope. He don't. How many guys do you know don't want to have sex? That's one.
And the other one is over there.
Retard. Yeah, which is this guy.
Yeah, the amount of freaking money I spent on that damn thing. On that boy.
Pretty. He's pretty. Yeah, look at that. OD banana Het puzzle. Just sitting in a bin.
Puzzle, is it similar to confusion?
No. Confusion is an incomplete dominant gene, and it kind of replicates like a leopard-ish thing, but it's not leopard. And a leopard confusion is just
Off the chain.
craziness going on, like craziness. So your confusion, acid, I'm drawing short on the other name because it's not really well known. But those are kind of the two. There's like three names for the same gene. So confusion and acid, same exact thing. There's another name that's the same animal, or same gene anyway in the animal. And they're all incomplete dominant. So non-recessive, where puzzle you have to have on both sides. So mom either has to be a visual or carry the gene. Dad has to be a visual or carry the gene, or you're never going to see it.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard him all being pissed off.
Yeah, whatever.
Like he's never.
So again, OD does some great things with banana, or whatever you want to call it, coral glow. Very reduced speckling, really bright oranges and yellows. A lot of blushed out down the spine here. So that's an OD banana / coral glow.
Het puzzle. Pick this boy up from.
Compared to a banana, this is a straight banana. This one's het for clown, but basically the same animal minus orange dream. So you can see a huge difference here between these two animals.
Yeah, look
as far as color goes. Yeah,
all that speckling.
And the biggest power in both of them is really what you don't see. So the puzzle or the clown.
Yeah. And this here is a female maker. This here is a male maker.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a whole
another conversation.
Yeah, absolutely, as far as what goes on. But for the most part, what you can say is if you have a female, she can make both. If you have a male, he makes males. However, 10% of the time, a male banana or coral glow can be a female maker, and that's a powerful animal.
James is like, he's mad because he wants to know the resurrection gene. He knows what the resurrection gene is. He's never been to it, but he knows what it is. I had a male
talked to him a couple times, but that's about it. That's it. I'm kind of done. What do you got?
Oh, I think I'm done. I gotta go home and cool off a little bit before having to go to bed.
Yeah, and that was 2 fingers. Because that was 2 fingers each time. Times 2. You want a little shot before you go to work?
No.
That's not what they say.
I'm good. I'm sweating.
It's warm. Well, that's not because of alcohol.
No, I'm sweating.
It's really warm up here.
I wanna go home to AC house.
86?
Yeah,
87?
I wanna go home to my 71.
Yeah, that's what I got now. Well, y'all, again and again, thank you very much for dialing in during the week. I don't know how many people are still on the corona thing and not working, but
it seems to be easing up.
You've been working on and off. I've been working every day, but for the people that have not, it's a challenge to kind of like stave the boredom. But thank you again for showing up. We really appreciate all the support, dialing in every time. Mason, thank you very much. I know you've been a regular for the past several shows if you're still here.
Yep.
Thank you very much. And Thursday, we'll be back Thursday, and we're going to cut the GHI red stripe to pastel clown. So I know Austin really has a thing with pastel. I don't. However, my clown project, like almost every animal has pastel in it. So if I just hit a GHI red stripe het clown,
he's happy.
Odd gods, baby. That's where it's at. That's all. That's all I care about. And if there's pastel in there, that's fine too, because I know that's not gonna like bleed out into everything all the time. Hopefully. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but that could be a crazy pairing. 4 eggs, 5 eggs, something like that. And
for the next one?
And they look fantastic. Definitely not like the first clutch we looked at today. More like the second. So we'll cut eggs.
Red stripe.
They'll look
4 eggs.
4 eggs. Phenomenal. Look really good. And then we'll give you guys a quick look at everything else we have here one more time before we go away here. You're not getting in on every egg? What is that?
I'm going over.
Don't start slacking now.
Oh, I'm reading the comments. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
etc., right?
Yeah. And we'll get the
And again,
whole-
like that don't really look like a normal. So very well may be an extreme gene animal.
Yeah.
That's very bright compared to so. Like holy crap.
Can't wait to see that out of the
Like
egg.
really? Like that's nutso. Stay in here. Boy, girl, don't matter. And then my little micro. We're gonna take such good care of you.
You can eat like mouse pinks when you get out of there.
Mouse pinks, we're gonna have to cut them in half. I'm gonna have to feed it tails. Mouse pink tails. That's what it's gonna eat. Oh my god. That'll be like a 10-gram snake. If that one makes it, it'll probably be the smallest on record.
Yeah. Because the smallest was the twins that we made. And they were like 50, or no, they were
Oh no, they were like 46 apiece.
Yeah, they were tiny.
Out. Get out the egg. Right now. Get out the egg. Wow. Clutch 2011 and 2012. We're currently at clutches 22 in the incubator, so another 10 downstairs. And would you say like 7 or 8 girls more to go?
For myself, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 myself.
Wow, I got 6. So another 11 girls
As
to
of
go
right
for
now.
this season, at least the way things look right now. So 22, 33, 35-ish probably by the time everything is said and done. So not a bad year. Last year we finished at what, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've doubled. Yeah, almost doubled what we did last year, which is fantastic. Like, and all because of you guys. Between your support and purchases, like we would not be
Where we are.
where we're at right now, for sure. I complain a little bit about YouTube not growing as much as I want it to, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah, because still all the communication that we currently have with everybody that's on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook.
yeah, it's all fantastic,
Yeah.
and I love talking to everybody. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could give away snakes more frequently, and maybe we just need to dial it back and not do 500 at a clip, do 250.
Yeah.
So maybe the next giveaway will be at 7.5 or 17.5, and kind of go from there. And we've been stepping it up with the giveaways.
And there may be a secret giveaway depending on what we're going to do.
Matt's got ideas. I don't know about it.
A little something for Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I'm in the plans for something.
Uh-oh.
I'll keep everybody posted.
Ah.
So stay tuned.
So if you follow us on YouTube, you follow us on Instagram, pop over to Twitter. I think we're at like 26 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's pretty lame.
yeah, very.
It's our sad part of the industry.
Yes.
Of our business model, if you will.
And
So
for certain posts that are going to be over on Twitter, I'm only going to do these posts on Twitter. We're going to be doing our rodent facility build
oh yeah.
Only-
that's a good idea.
only on Twitter. So
Can we do video on here?
at least the pictures that I know of. So photographic pictures of our build will be on there.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what we're gonna do for videos. So
Okay.
we'll keep you guys posted
Yeah.
on it.
Definitely. Hop over there quick. You're at least going to get noticed only on Twitter for where it's going to be. So if you're not following on Twitter, and we happen to go YouTube or we go Instagram Live, it'll be last second and there's going to be no notification. It'll only come from Twitter because we'll make an effort to.
Dave's like, I don't want Twitter. Don't make me get Twitter. Sorry, Dave.
Well, you could just.
It's
I guess you'll get a last second notification when we do a live stream on YouTube and Instagram. But
it is company Twitter. It's at Ectothermic D.
put your hand back. That looks weird. Stop it. I saw that last video.
All right, it's Twitter is our handle is at Ectothermic D. That's our name. Because there wasn't enough letters for them to let us put Ectothermic Dungeon. So we're
That's
Ectothermic
more.
D.
You can see.
Look at all that sweat. Look at that forehead.
Perspiration, all for you guys. The fan's been shut off for almost 2 hours, and it is.
We are at
flipping
we're at
hot.
96 minutes of heat.
Yeah, hour and a half of
Of hotness.
like 88 degrees in here. It's crazy, and the window's open, and it's Connecticut. It just don't make sense. Anyway, thanks for everybody for following you.
Following you.
Wow.
Following us. Tagging along. Jim's had one too many drinks. Too much heat. Too much dehydration. He's getting out of here. We'll catch you guys on Thursday on the next live stream. You guys all take care.